Hey there, Knolly Williams here. Welcome back to my channel. Now in this video, I'm super excited to present to you Monique Sandoval. Now Monique is super duper. You're gonna absolutely love her. She's one of our mentorship masters. She's young, she's in the game, and guess what? She made 6 figures here at Mentorship Masters in her first 9 months. That's right, her first 9 months, baby. She made 6 figures and she is really doing it. So in this video, I got to sit down with Monique. We did a Zoom call together. She's in Yuma, Arizona. She's crushing it. And I got to learn from Monique. I said, hey, Monique, what are you doing? How are you getting this business? I keep seeing her numbers flashing up on the board. She sold another one. She got another one under contract. She sold another, closed another one. And she's following the principles. She's learning what to do. And she's doing it. Now she works with Diego Torres. Now you'll remember that Diego and I did a spotlight not too long ago. We had a great spotlight together. Now Monique is in the spotlight because she's absolutely crushing the game. Now the other thing about Monique, she loves to use social media. She uses her hashtags very effectively. You'll learn how she does that. And she's not afraid to talk to anybody about getting in the game, getting in the real estate game, or selling or buying. So she is an entrepreneur. You're going to absolutely love her. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like, give it a thumbs up, okay? Subscribe to my channel because I'm constantly releasing videos just like this, especially for you, because I want you to succeed just like Monique is succeeding. And by the way, this is the first video that I'm shooting. This is the backyard of my new property, my new house in Puerto Rico. I'm having a great time. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm super excited, and I'm super excited to present you Monique. Also, I want you to leave a comment down below. Let Monique know what you think about her strategies and her training, what she's going to teach you and what she's up to. And also, if you have any tips, leave them in the comments down below. Love you. Check it out. Mentorship Master, Monique Sandoval. Check it out. Hey guys, Knolly Williams here. Once again, I've got a great 6-figure success story. You're going to love this one, and you're going to love our guest, Monique Sandoval. How we doing, Monique?
Very good. Hi, thanks for having me, Knolly.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to have. Yeah, and Yuma, Arizona, baby. Yuma in the house. I'm super excited that that we're getting to hang out. We haven't officially. I don't know if we've ever officially chatted. Have we ever officially talked before now? I mean, we may have talked yeah, go ahead, Monique.
I mean, I know I went into one of the first meetings that you have.
Yeah.
You have meetings all the time, which I appreciate. Yeah. But from one of those.
But what I saw though, Monique, is I saw your numbers, and I said, wait a minute, Monique Sandoval, she just closed another one. Then another one closed, then another one, and you capped. I mean, you've been here with us for just right at 1 year, but you capped within.
I think
6
like
months.
9 months.
9 months. Okay, within 9 months. Yeah. And this is great because you're making 6 figures in the business. You're doing well, and other people want to know, how are you doing it? So that's the reason why I do these, and I appreciate you partnering with us. So we featured Diego Torres. He was on one of these, and you guys are business partners, correct? You guys work together.
Yep. He's someone I trust. I actually went to elementary school with him.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I got my license in 2017, and I was scared. Was I always wanting to be a realtor? No, but here it was. I passed the test first time, and so I'm out there learning I was learning the deadlines first. I wanted to know what I was talking about, so I learned like the contract and like. Each part of the contract has those sections, so they have those deadlines. So I wanted to know that part first. So I got ready, prepared that way, and then I went full time, and I wanted to be with someone I trusted, and you need trust out here. So, yep. I came over here at the beginning of 2018. We were Remax then, but anyways.
Yeah. It was Remax, and I remember the day that I got the call from Diego, and he said, "Hey, we want to join EXP. We want to, come over to EXP." And that was exciting, of course, for both of us. So, and we're super happy to be in business with you. So tell us a little bit. We heard, so you got into business at 2018, and how are you doing so well? So I mean, you're closing deals.
I know.
Because I hear a lot of agents, Monique, they're like, this business is hard, it's a struggle.
Mm.
And I mean, it can be that way at the beginning, but how are you finding traction? How are you finding the deals that you're doing?
Yeah. 2018, I went full time. And well, I got licensed in 2017, and I did a post, right? I passed my test, and I had like my little certificate in my hand. So my sphere, my previous coworkers, my friends, they were watching me. So soon, 2017, sooner or later, I'm getting these calls and asking for help in real estate. So I'm like, sure. Okay, so I there was about 4, 5, and it got to like 6 people are asking me for help. So I'm like, I gotta do this full time. So I went full time. And then as I'm here with Diego, he has, he's a listing specialist. So, I helped him out. There's business around here. There's things to do. So if it's the office and how he has it structured, as in his systems, and along with the systems of, the brokerage,
Yeah.
I think that's how it's going about. But it's really referral basis. I don't
Yeah.
pay Zillow. I don't pay. Well, I don't want to like name out places, but I don't pay for leads.
You don't pay to play. You reach out to your sphere of influences, which is really, I mean, that's what we teach. Your sphere of influence. Then you can build a farm, and then you work in a niche if you choose to work in a niche. But really, you can get all the business that you want just working your SOI, your sphere of influence. So let me ask you this question: how quickly were you able to go full time? Because we have a lot of agents out there that are dual career, and they're just wishing to do what you did, Monique. They're like, I
Sure.
just wish I could get rid of my other job so I could do this full time. How long were you dual career? Yeah.
So I was full-time position working in an office, actually a real estate office, before I came. When I was getting my license, and then I got licensed, I was in a real estate office. So I was, like I said, I made those posts on social media, and it started just coming. And without my husband, mainly, I would have still been, maybe not moved. But so my husband helped me, push me out on the diving board. But that's how
Yeah.
it just started coming. But I was social media. I was posting and sharing just even if it was like not even a professional picture, whatever I was doing, I just snapped a picture. Oh, I like to do my office today, and I'll just take a picture of maybe the mountain view of where the neighborhood I'm at, or I'm at the desk, and maybe I have 4 children, so maybe I have my little assistant with me, so I'll take a snapshot. Oh, at the office with my assistant. I know, fun stuff, but it just keeps the sphere looking. That sphere, they know people that are looking for homes. Maybe they are needing to move out of the town, or maybe they're in a 3-bedroom and need a 4-bedroom, and they'll say, I know Monique. I worked with her previously. She's a good woman. Call her. She's in real estate. She can help you. So yeah, in 2018 when I went full time, Diego he has a small office. I do like small offices rather than the big offices. Anyway, small office, and he's getting, traffic in, and he's referring out to I don't know who, right? So I'm here to help. I was willing to learn as I came on the business, and there's work out there. Even if you're just searching in your MLS, look into your neighborhood, learn how to do comps, learn the systems of your local MLS. That way, as you're setting up for your customer, you'll know, I guess you could be like a user-friendly tech support if needed. Maybe they don't know where to click to search for homes. Just learn the system. That way you're able to walk them through steps.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I
I
said,
love
I
it.
learned the
Yeah.
contract. That way I knew how to walk through the steps of the deadlines.
Of the deal. Yeah. So let's talk about that for a minute because one of the first things you said was you learned the contract, you learned the deadlines, you learned the timetables of a deal, and you did that. You know, you said right out of real estate school, you didn't want to be, you wanted to be very knowledgeable about, you know,
Right.
and then the other thing you said was you would reach out and just see if anybody needed help. So you wanted to be knowledgeable. You reached out to. So how
You want
talk
to know what
talk?
I did?
Yeah,
Oh,
tell me.
okay. You know how on social media. So anyways, I'm like doing things, I'm keeping myself busy learning, and then I order like my first business card through Vistaprint, right?
Hmm.
And then I like the system. You know, you make your card, you pay for your card, and then you get this like digital card. And then it's front and back. It's really neat. In my eyes, it's really neat. So then so I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do with this? So then what I do is I ask like my best friend, I'm like, hey, I'm in real estate. Can I introduce myself to your friends on your social media? So I'm asking her permission to post my card, that digital card, on her. So it's my words, it's not her words. I'm saying, hey, call my friend. No,
Right.
I'm like, hey, I'm Karen's friend. I've known her from elementary school. I'm just wanting to introduce myself. I'm here to help. I'm a realtor and such. So
That's
that's what I
brilliant.
did.
That's
So
brilliant. That's brilliant.
I know,
So
you see
you
what I mean?
so you hijacked their social media page. Well, and they were happy to do it because they love you. That is
Right.
absolutely brilliant. That's
And
absolutely brilliant.
then I, rather than them saying, like I said, oh hey, call my friend Monique, no, I was like, hey, I'm introducing myself. That way it's like specific words or specific introduction.
And
So
it's
that's
on
what I
their
did.
social media. Now so I love that idea. That's an idea that you guys can implement right now. Monique gave it
Yes.
to you. Yeah. Now
Yes.
you mentioned another idea, Monique, that we kind of glazed over. You said my office today, that you do a post, my office today or something like that.
So watch this. So I get referrals also from out of town, from Canada, from Northern California, from Phoenix. How I did that, I can't really explain to you, but what I'm doing is I'm hashtagging, let's say Arizona Realtor. I hashtag my area. So big picture, I live in Sonora, the Sonoran Desert, right? Even like my email's Sonoran. Anyways, so big picture map, you know, out of the box, whatever. I actually don't really like to go to trainings and stuff. I like to just keep my creativity going.
Mhm.
Anyways, so big picture, I just do hashtags, Yuma hashtags. We live near maybe 4 other cities, so I hashtag those towns, like Yuma, Arizona real estate. I hashtag that.
Mhm. Mhm.
So what I'm trying to explain is when I asked these referrals that were coming in from Northern California, you know, I accept them, like I do business with them, right? And then like maybe like my last question is like, how did you find me? And they're explaining, because they're not even in my some of them were in my brokerage, but they weren't. Maybe I'll get Remax. What
Mhm.
I'm trying to say is I get other
Yeah, it
brokerages.
doesn't matter. Keller Williams,
Or,
Remax, we all
yeah, yeah.
share, right?
Right, right, right.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, how did you find me? And they're explaining, you know, they search Google, and I don't pay nothing. I'm telling you, I don't make payments to nobody. Okay. All I'm doing is hashtags, and then it's whatever that's doing. And I'm sure there's an explanation, but like I said, that's all I'm doing. And it's that's how they're finding me.
I love
You
it.
know, realtor in Yuma, and I come up to the top. So I was doing this from day one.
Mm.
So I went full time. Um, I'm here at the office ready for answering questions. I take a picture of myself or my office, or I just take a picture and post it. I do know something about like social media when you do like authentic, you know, keeping authenticity going. That works.
But do you do this every day, you're saying? So like you say, my office, what's going on in my office today? Is that like just something that people can look forward to every day?
For sure every week, more often, not every day. No.
Okay.
You don't want to
Okay.
you want to keep changing stuff up.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
But
Okay.
I will post often. Yes.
Okay. So
If it's my post.
you're like a social media queen. And how about Diego? Is he big on the social media, or he's the opposite? Your business partner.
He he does videos. If we started doing different things, well, starting 2008, he I don't know. I mean, he's obviously
Yeah.
his own agent, but that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I love what you're doing. So let's talk more about let's talk to the agent that gets in the business. So you got in the business in 2018, right? And you
Full
were
time.
full time in 2018, but you got your license in what year?
17.
17. So within a year, you were full time in the business,
Yeah,
right?
like 6 months.
Within 6 months. Now that's
Yeah.
unusual. That's unusual. So, and a lot of this has been, we already talked about it, sphere of influence, and it's been social media driven in a big way, because you kind of put yourself out there. Now, there's a lot of people that are like, oh, I don't like to really be out there on camera or in social media, but you're okay with it, right? I mean,
No,
you.
I'm not
Okay.
okay with it.
Okay.
But
Talk about that.
but
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm okay with uh being awkward. I'm okay with I'm okay with it, and I recognize that more people often than not are shy about it and may not be doing it, and that makes it something for you to consider, because you will be standing out. I don't want to be like anybody else.
Yeah.
And I'm often told that by customers, Monique, you're not the regular real estate agent. And I'm like, okay, well, nice. I'm here to help you with your real estate. But
Well, I love that. I love that about you. You're your authentic self,
yes.
and the thing is, you don't really make any pretensions. Like, you don't really brag on yourself. I'm doing the bragging for you. You're a beautiful woman out there making six figures in the real estate industry, which a lot of people aren't doing. In fact, about 90%, almost 90%, don't make it to their first license renewal. And you're not only doing real estate, but you're thriving at it. And in
So
fact, yeah,
I
go
made
ahead.
myself a little goal, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll do three transactions my first
Okay.
year, because that was gonna pay off my car or something. So I'll do three transactions. That's enough for me, right? And first transaction, my first 3 months, I got a transaction, and then I got another transaction. What I can say is it helped is that Diego needed assistance, because he is a specialist in listings, right? So, I mean, if you wanted to be like eating everything, what I mean is like listing and taking all the buyers, and like you want to focus and set up, you want to focus on a avenue. I actually like being both, let me tell you, I'm good at buying with my buyers that my customers say, Monique, you can sell my house, please. So I'm more of a buyer's agent that has understood that environment where sellers are like, Monique, do my house, sell my house for me.
Love
So
it. Yeah.
so that's
And
that. So what I'm saying
yeah, go
is
ahead.
his sign calls, right? His leads of sign calls. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, we've all been buyers at one time of a home. When we get our pre-call, we're excited as heck, and we're driving around the neighborhoods. What house is available? I want to call that house. So people are calling on signs. Those are like the good leads in my eyes.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
perspective.
Well, and I like the fact that you said, you don't pay for leads. You're like, you don't really have to go that route. And the leads that you're getting are better leads. Why? Because you're not paying for them. I mean,
Oh,
everybody knows that. So tell us about, recently you had someone join your group here at EXP. That's one of the advantages. And by the way, if you are watching this right now and you're looking for a good mentor, a good leader, Monique Sandoval is the person for you. She knows the game. She knows the ins and outs of the contracts. She knows how to deal with clients and customers. She knows social media. So we've got her information right down below. We've got a link where you can click, or you can just go to her website that she has, as well as give her a call or a text, because she would be happy to sponsor you here into EXP and into Mentorship Masters. But you recently had a kind of an interesting story with a gentleman that joined you. Share that with us.
Sure. Yeah. So I'm out there, in the field, on the ground, working my town, buying and selling real estate, right? Changing lives. So my computer breaks one day, right? So I'm like, oh no, I have an appointment later that day, and I'm like, I need a computer like now. So I'm a previous customer of a center where you rent places, or you rent devices or furniture or something. So long time neighborhood rent a center. I go, I give a call to them and I say, do you have a computer out that I can pick up? Sometimes their cash prices are good, so that's why I was calling. Anyways, so he's taking the app, and then as we get to the question of income, I don't know if it's appropriate or not, but this is the story. So he asked, what do you do, Monique? And I'm like, I'm self-employed and I'm a realtor full time. And so that started a question, or the conversation about, how do you become a realtor and such and such. I do often get that question when I'm out with clients also. So I've heard that before, right? What do you do? I want to do that too. I want to do what you do. No, but this guy, yep, he went out, got his license, and he's kicking butt. He signed up with our office and kicking butt EXP. He's big, gonna be big.
I love it. And that's interesting, because he saw how much money you make, and he's like, what do you do? That's a funny story. That's really good. So what would you tell someone that they've been looking at EXP, they've been looking at maybe even Mentorship Masters? They're like, should I? Maybe so, maybe no. What's been your experience? How have you enjoyed it?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, I kind of mentioned I don't really like trainings, but there's trainings like crazy in EXP, and I've been in an office where you have to be there at the training at a certain time, but with EXP you can be anywhere. I've joined some trainings with EXP. I'm walking the park after dropping off the kids. I just have my Bluetooth on and I'm there in the meeting. It's like virtual, whatever. That's a neat part. The support out there, even though I've been in real estate full time and hustling like a few years, I do have questions once in a while. So I can reach out to the EXP world anytime. My state brokers are available all the time, anytime. And we have a couple. We have a few of support within the brokerage. The reason I kind of was looking at EXP, so our whole office went to EXP about a year ago in October. But the benefits on the agent side, I want to say that because your clients are going to work with you no matter where you are, by the way, right? So your clients are working with you, right? But the agent needs something for them. They need support. So with EXP, you have like those revenue parts. So I was looking at the cap when I got into EXP, and then the other things started coming. Like I said, unprovoked, I got an agent like under my sponsorship. I'm a certified mentor with EXP now, and I do have a mentee now.
That's nice. That's wonderful.
So
thank you.
It's been more than a blessing to be with EXP.
Well, I love it. I love it, Monique. And I'm so glad that we had a chance to sit down, chat with you, and you share your story. Guys, look, if you want a great mentor, Monique, she's authentic. She's the real deal. Got her information right down below. Reach out to her and she will help you. And also, she'll sponsor you right here at EXP. Not everybody identifies with me, the cowboy and the craziness, but they're like, oh, now Monique, I kind of like her, So reach out to Monique. She'll be happy to take your text, or you can go to her website, which we've got the link right there. Last question I've got for you, Monique. If somebody's watching this, they're a brand new agent, they're struggling, maybe they're even thinking about getting out of the business, because we know a lot of agents get in this business.
Don't do it. Stay.
Okay. What advice? Give them some advice, Monique. Share with them.
Sure. Keep yourself busy. If you learned the contract already, if you've done that part, you're ready, ready to do some business. Introduce yourself to the local title officers, even if it's more than one, right? Introduce yourself to lenders. I like to, and I don't mean like being out there going to lunch for fun, right? No, I like introduce yourself, go see what they can offer. There's a system called Chicago Title Preferred Services, right? So that system helps me when I'm doing comps for my sellers, and that I personally like that report better than any other of the title offices that I work with. And I will tell the other title offices like, hey, I like the report, and they are, what I'm trying to say is like make a contact with each office, because your contracts are gonna go, to any office of title for the escrow process. So you should be familiar with your resources. In our town, for example, there's some areas where the zoning is it might be like a grandfathered zoning. So I introduced myself to the planning and zoning office of my town. Okay. Keep yourself busy. That's what I can say. And your movement, it equals production, and equals your business.
Yeah.
So,
and your success ultimately. Well, I love it too, Monique, because one thing that you shared that was very subtle is that you learned the contract, you learned the paperwork, you learned the deadlines. And what that did for you is it created confidence that you knew what you were talking about. And what that translates into, Dr. Joseph Murphy, he says that one of the top 2 reasons for failure is lack of confidence. Okay. And so you actually went out more confident than a lot of agents because you boned up on the material. You knew what you were talking about. And if somebody said, no, it's 2 days, you say, no, it's 3 days. I know what I'm talking about here.
yeah.
So you really have your confidence game on as well. So that's another great tip for new agents. Well, thank you so much, Monique. Was there anything that you wanted to share that we didn't cover here?
Let's see. I don't want you to give up, as an agent in real estate. It is commission, based most of, I know here in Arizona it's commission. Don't let that scare you. That's not the focus. You probably will get discouraged, questions or comments from your family, from your friends, right? But that's their fears, and they want to try to protect you. But you can do this. Like I mentioned a little bit before, I wasn't trying to be a real estate agent, right? I was clerical since I think I was 16. My first job was in like a school district. So I was an admin. I worked in the prison system. Real estate was not in my plan, but I am so thankful that I did do the class and passed. So it's doable. You can do it. Everybody moves, right? There's always changes in lives. Like their real estate will always be needed. It does get hard, but there's always a way, an answer through a situation. Take it step by step. Okay.
I love it. I can't do any better than that. So we're just going to end with that. Absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much, Monique Sandoval, for
Thank you.
spending time with us and helping to educate us. God bless you.
Right. Bye.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hey, I want to invite you out to Knolly Coaching Club. That's right. The Knolly Coaching Club is where I'm able to teach, train, and coach you every single week to your ultimate greatness. Now you can join for just $1. Go to knollycoaching.com and I'll see you on the inside.